Well, dear student, let us start with the unit number 2 of paper number 1, which is paper number 1, calculus of several variables. Okay, and the unit number 2 is nothing but unit 2, partial derivatives and differentiability. Partial derivatives and differentiability. Okay. Under this unit, particularly, there are 7 to 8 objectives. I mean 7 to 8 things we need to learn. Okay. Therefore, first question is that, or first point is that, what do you mean by partial derivatives? Okay, and when partial derivatives are to be considered. Okay, in the first lecture or first unit, we have learned about functions of several variables. There is a function of 1 variable, 2 variable, 3 variable. You can extend the number of variables, and we can define the function of n variable or several variable. Okay, after that one, we have defined the limit and continuity, and then let us go for the differentiability of functions of several variables. Now, as far as derivative of function of 2 variable is concerned, then you need to what? Differentiate that function of 2 variable with respect to, first of all, first variable, and then second variable. And if you want take 2 derivatives together, then what you get? The total derivative of that function of 2 variable. Okay, and whenever we are going to differentiate function of 2 variable with respect to 1 variable, okay, at that time another variable or second variable is to be kept as constant or treated as constant. Hence, we are treating that function at a time only function of 1 variable. Okay, meaning thereby, in other words, it is nothing but what? Partial part. It is the half part if you consider function of 2 variable. But if you go for function of 3 variable, then it is nothing but what? 2 variables you need to consider as constant, and 1 variable you need to what? Consider it as active variable. And therefore, there is a case of what? Partial differentiation or partial derivatives. Okay. Therefore, now here the formulas of derivatives are with you as far as your first year BSc is concerned, and again from 11th and 12th standard are concerned. And again in what? 11th and 12th standard you have gone through, of course, along with what? First year BSc, you have gone through the definition of derivative of a function, and therefore let us revise it again so that you can understood what are the changes in the definition, and then how we can make a changes in the definition so that we can get the definition of partial derivative of function of 2 and more variable with respect to a particular variable. Okay, therefore let us write that definition. Okay, we know that, what I know, we know that, okay, if y is equal to f of x is a function, okay, of 1 variable, it is a function of 1 variable, okay, 1 variable x, then okay, then its derivative is, yes, given by, okay, it is given by, okay, what we have, or derivative, okay, let me write at a point, say x is equal to a is given by, how will you write it? One, f dash, okay, f dash a, okay, or yes, dy by dx at x is equal to a, and it is nothing but the definition which is in terms of limit, okay, what is it? It is nothing but limit h tends to 0 of f of what now, at what, x is equal to a, therefore a plus h minus f of a divided by h. This is what we have the definition of derivative of function of one variable at a point x is equal to a. F dash a is equal to dy by dx at x is equal to a, which is equal to limit x tends to 0 f of a plus h minus f of a divided by h. This is at point a. If I don't want at a, then we have here f dash of x is equal to dy by dx is equal to limit x tends to 0 f of, instead of a we have what, x plus h minus f of x divided by h. And if this limit exists, okay, if it exists, then whatever may be the value, this value is known as what? It is known as the derivative of y, or y is equal to f of x and x is equal to a. Well, this is what we have the definition of derivative of a function at a point in general, and right, just now we have talked about in general f dash of x, okay, is equal to, it is nothing but what, dy by dx here in this case, and which is nothing but what, limit x tends to 0 f of x plus h minus f of x, okay, divided by h, right? If this limit exists, if it is exist, means what, it is a finite one, then that value gives me the derivative of given function, okay. And if I want at a particular point, then I can have x is equal to a, x is equal to a, x is replaced by a, and so on and so forth, we can obtain it one, okay. Therefore, now we need to extend this concept for a function of 2, 3 and more variables, okay. Therefore, let us go for this one. Therefore, if z is equal to f of xy is a function of two variables, x and y, okay. If z is equal to f of xy is a function of two variables x and y, okay, define in a region R. If you define some function of two variable in a region R, then this is the internal one, then the derivative, then the derivative of z or what, f, okay, keeping, then the derivative of z or f keeping one variable, what, one variable constant, keeping one variable constant, okay, then the derivative of z or f keeping one variable constant with, okay, respect to with respect to the other variable. Other variable, okay, is what it called its partial derivative. It's what? Partial derivative. This is what the general terminology as far as what? Derivative of function of two variable is concerned. And again, this can be extended to function of three variable or four variable. I mean to say that functions of several variable. Okay. How to find out partial derivative? Okay, if we have given z is equal to f of x y, a function of two variables. Okay, say x and y, which is defined in some region R. They're keeping one variable constant with respect to the other variable. Okay, and derivative you can find out with respect to what? Other variable. It is called a partial derivative of given function. Okay, now let us define actually what do you mean by the derivative or what you call partial derivative of a function of two variable. Okay, let us do that one. Let f of xy be a real valued function of two variables. Okay, define on D, which is subset of one R2. What is this D? D is nothing but what? Domain. Okay, D subset of R2 and say xy belong to D. Okay, this is what? A point from the yes domain D of the given function. Okay, then okay, if limit x tends to 0 of f of okay x plus h y minus f of x comma y divided by h. Okay, if limit x tends to 0, f of x plus h comma y minus f of x comma y, okay, divided by h exists. Okay, exists. Okay, and finite. Just we have said here, exist and finite. Then let me write here. Then this limit is called the partial derivative of f of xy with respect to x. Okay, partial derivative of f of xy with respect to x at what point? At any point xy. Okay, and it is denoted by okay. It is denoted by, how will you denote it? One denoted by delta f by delta x or what? Fx. Okay, it is denoted by delta f by delta x or fx, right? This one there. Now just to see, I have not erased the first definition. if y is equal to f of x y, f of x is a function of one variable x, then its derivative at a point x, or let us consider this general definition. How? Then its derivative, it is a total derivative, f dash x is equal to dy by dx, which is equal to 1, limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus fx divided by h. If this limit exists, then we call it as a derivative of given function, okay, y is equal to f of x. Similarly, for function of two variables. Now if you compare this definition and this one, then you will find that these two definitions are likely to be same or equal one. Instead of here function of one variable x, we have here function of what? Two variable, which we have considered f of x y, a real valued function of two variables x and y, and we should define on the domain of what? R2. Okay, being this a function of two variable, it is domain of this function which is always a subset of R2, and xy be any point in that domain. Okay, if this limit h tends to 0, h tends to 0, f of x plus h comma y. Here f of x plus h, and here f of x plus h comma y. Okay, minus f of x here is what? F of x comma y divided by h here, divided by h here. Therefore, you can have here differentiate. You can differentiate it one of, or you can compare these two definitions. Okay. Now, why we call this as with respect to x? Because we are changing only the variable x, keeping y as it is. We are not going to change the variable y. Okay. Therefore, that is why here limit x tends to 0, f of x plus h comma y minus f of x comma y divided by h. If it exists and finite, then this limit, whatever is the limit, okay, if you calculate it one, then you get one some quantity or some number, that number or that thing. It may be a function of x, okay, y. It may be function of x or function of y or both of it. One, why? Because we are keeping y as it is, and hence, okay, this limit is called the partial derivative, okay, of f of x y with respect to x. This is important one. With respect to x at any point x y. And it is denoted by divided by x or fx, and hence we can write, or we can have the definition for derivative, partial derivative of function of two variable with respect to first variable x as thus. Therefore, thus I will write what? Delta f by delta x, okay, at any point what? Xy, okay, at any point xy, okay, which is equal to fx, okay, at any point xy is equal to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h comma y minus f of x comma y divided by h. Okay, this is what we have, the definition of partial derivative of function of two variable x and y with respect to x. Similarly, I'll write non-similarly. Yeah. Similarly, okay, as f is a function of two variable, now with respect to y you need to differentiate f. Hence its notation is what? Delta f by delta y, okay, and at what? Any point xy, which is equal to, say another notation is f suffix y at point xy, which is equal to limit. Okay. Now, as we have changed x variable by h, and with respect to y, let us change what? Y variable by k, and therefore k tends to 0, f of x, comma, okay, y plus k, this is y plus k minus f of x comma y divided by k. If this limit exists, okay, if this limit at k tends to 0 exists and finite, then it is known as the partial derivative of given function f of xy with respect to the variable y. Okay, this is what you have the definitions of what partial derivative of function of two variables. Of course, if the variables are x and y, you can have here this as the definition, this as the definition. Okay, and then general rule we have considered here that what you have for the differentiation of function of two variables, you need to keep one variable constant, and keeping that variable constant, you need to go for the derivative of it 1. Okay, and to find out the derivative, you know the rules or formulas from what 11th and 12th standard. Okay, now after this one, let me go for the small examples. Okay, so that you can understand the difference between partial derivative and the total derivative. Okay. Well, let us have example. First example. Well, say if f of x comma y is equal to x square y. Simple example. Let us consider x square y, and then find deva f by deva x, deva f by deva y, and at a particular point, and deva f by deva x, okay, at point 1, 2. Let us have this problem. Okay, solution of E1. Well, what is E1? Yes, given that okay, f of xy is equal to x square y. See what we will do here. First of all, we can use. Firstly, we are not going to use these definitions to obtain this derivative and this derivative and this derivative. Let us obtain the derivative, partial derivative, of course, of this function of two variables by using the known formulas from your 11th and 12th standard, and then we can use the definition to check it one or to verify whether we are correct or not. Okay. Therefore, what happened here? See, the notation here deva f by deva x at point xy. This can be again denoted by f suffix x at any point xy, which is equal to. Now consider the function. Look at the function f of x comma y is equal to x square y. See, as we are going to differentiate this f with respect to x, and therefore you need to keep this y as it is or keep y constant. And therefore, let me write constant y as it is y into, because this is what there is a product. Therefore, y keep this constant, and derivative of x square with respect to x, that you know it is nothing but what 2x, and therefore what we are getting total one finishes this one. Only this much you need to do for this one. Partial derivative of f with respect to x at any point xy is equal to, okay, we are differentiating with respect to x, but partially. Therefore, y to be treated as constant as it is, and take the derivative of x square. What you get, it is 2x, and it is nothing but what 2xy. Right? Now, similarly, deva f by deva y at point x comma y is equal to f suffix y at any point xy. Now, we are going to find out derivative with respect to y, and therefore, okay, variable x is to be treated as constant, and therefore here is what x square into derivative of y with respect to y, that you know it is what 1, and therefore its derivative is what x square. Of course, partial derivative divided by deva y for this function, it is what x square, and divided by deva x for the same function x square y is nothing but what 2xy, right? And now here what I want, deva f by deva x at point 1, 2. Okay, therefore let me write deva f by deva x at point 1, 2. Put the value of x and y here. Okay, therefore it is what 2 into x is 1 and y is 2. Okay, therefore it is 1, 4. Well, this is by direct method. It means that what we have obtained the partial derivative of given function by using our formula. Okay, now let us find out the derivative of the given function. Okay, this function by using our definition. Okay, let me write this one as I want partial derivative of f with respect to x at any point xy. Therefore, I will keep this as it is and I will continue here this one. Okay, this is equal to limit. Okay, x tends to 0. F of x plus h means, okay, f of x plus h. Wherever there is x, you need to put h. Therefore, what? F of x plus h, I mean here x plus h bracket square and y, okay, minus f of xy. F of xy is x square y, right? X square y divided by h. Okay, this one there. Now here this is equal to limit h tends to 0. You can expand it one by using what the expansion formula is. What you have? X square plus 2hx plus h square into y minus x square y divided by h. Okay, this is there, which is further equal to, and right here limit, yes, x tends to 0, x square y, this is x square into y, x square y plus 2h xy plus h square y minus x square y divided by h. So that you can have these two quantities, x square y minus x square y cancels, and from this one, this and this h you can take outside common, and therefore what we are getting here? Well, what you are getting? Delta f by delta x at any point xy is equal to limit h tends to 0. Taking x common, therefore what you get 2, h is common, 2xy, right? Okay, plus hy, right? Divided by what? H. So that this h again will get cancelled, which is equal to limit h tends to 0, 2xy plus what? Hy, and you know this is what? This first term is independent of h, therefore it comes to be what? 2xy, right? And it tends to 0, this is 0, therefore it is an answer. Delta f by delta x, okay, it is nothing but 2xy by using our definition. By using our definition and by using formula even, you can check that formula 2xy, and by using the definition again 2xy. Therefore, similarly, you can obtain the derivative, partial derivative of course, of given function x square y with respect to y, and again by treating x to be 1 and y to be 2, you can obtain the partial derivative of given function at any point 1, 2. Okay, therefore for the time being, let us stop for today.